What's up, y'all? See documentaries. I know I'm looking rough. Just got to work. About to get into it. Right this song. What's up, y'all? See documentaries. What's up? What's up? It's your boy. I want to make sure I'm throwing out comments for y'all for smear campaign bullying in the public. Yes, I get bullied every day. Yes, this is me again. What's up? What's up? Hope y'all watch my old documents. Thank you for Miss Lady. I want to say shout out to the Queen. Shout out to Craig. I hope Queen told me to get back on it. Okay, I want to get into my bullying today. What happened to me when I go through a public smear campaign every day, so I let y'all know how it goes. I worked at Greatwide today. I worked from 4, supposed to be in the 12, but I cut out a little early today because I just got irritated. It was too much bullying going on for me. It was ridiculous, and I couldn't even tell you where. I don't even know where to start. I can't wait to get into it, I guess, so I could tell y'all what's happening to me. This is how my day goes of work, guys. I can't explain to everybody else, but this is steps where you go to work. Like I said, you're going to get bullied. If you watch my last documentary, you're going to get bullied. There's no way around it. But when they bully you, it's not in the way that people think bullying. People think like, oh, well, they're going to just, straightforward in your face. No, it's going to be, what they're going to do is be nice in front of your face, but they're trying to exploit you on the side. You see what I'm saying? But people can't see that. That's the hard part of people seeing bullying. So I got bullied today. Well, first, before the bullying, I want to say, Duke, I appreciate the food, the Jack in the Box, the fries. I do appreciate that. Don't holler at my boy Duke. Appreciate that. From Jack in the Box, he got me some fries. Even though, I gotta say, he watched me the whole time. When I went to the time clock, they have a time clock on there when you go to Greatwide, right? Your clock, and you clock in, you give him your number, whatever your number is, right? And you clock in, and I see Duke's head go. Like that, and he tucks his head real fast, and he goes back out. And I watch him in the car, he'll go. And as soon as my head turns around, he goes back to what he was doing. So that's Duke's way of trying to figure out if I'm crazy or not. So he tries all the time. I watch him 24/7. Kevin tries. It's a different way. Today he hid behind he was coming down. Let's say I'm in my little cubicle. I'm on 13N. He comes down the corner to the side, and I'm watching just like this. And then as soon as I see him, he starts walking straight. But I'm not tripping on Kevin that hard because I know Kevin means well, one way or another. But his crew that he works with, no. They're Greatwide, nah, I can't agree with that. Screw no, I don't like many people in there. I try to mingle a little bit, but it's very hard because you get treated so badly, and because of my reputation, and there's nothing I can tell you that's gonna change anything. Because like I told y'all, if y'all watch all my documentaries, you know what's up. So I got bullied today. It was 3 people this time. Well, it was a gang up. It's a gang up. It's at work. You know how this goes. It was 3 people today. It really annoyed me. I have to say, it was. Let's see. Let me get my phone so I can tell you the names, because I make sure I document the names. Because I asked today, because I figured I was gonna get some BS today, and I just knew it was coming. So I was like, you know what? Let me get some names in here, because I can't fight anybody. Let's see. I got Tony, David, and Austin. Okay. What it is David, he'll ride the forklift. Every time he turns around, he watches my lips. And he'll do like this and drive, and he'll stop right in motion, and he'll wait and watch my face. And he'll do this all day long. So it got annoying to me because I'm trying to work, and I can see him in the corner of my eye. So if I stop for a second, I pick up a saw about to do something, he's over there. And he's on the forklift. And he's got the bright lights. And it's on and they're watching you. And they'll find other ways. They'll hide behind boards when they're dropping boards off, and they'll go. And this is what they do all day long, right? You got him on my left side doing this, right? And then you got Jose doing it on the right hand side, right? Doing the same routine. Then I got what's that dude's name? I got Austin, who has the fro at my job, and he's doing the same thing. He's acting like he's putting blocks down, doing his routine. But I see him every time going, and then he'll act like he's doing something, and then he'll go. And I've caught him 8 or 9, 10 times, but I can't call him out because, like I said, what's the point? All day long. So you got those three people doing that right in front of your face, but you can't say anything. And then I got what's his name? I got Tony, who's a diabetic. What I found out from work, he's a diabetic. I'm watching him drive around the forklift doing the same stuff as everybody else, and I can't say anything. So it's very irritating because, okay, so you got somebody on the left, and you're in your little cubicle 13, and you got people on the left, you got people on the right, and they're doing this all day long, staring you down, and you're trying to work, and this is what you got going on. So if you throw a board out, people are like this. So you turn your head to the side, somebody's like this. And then as soon as you turn around and you turn your head for a split, you turn your head to back to the right direction, whatever direction, let's say you turn your head left, you go back, and you turn your head to whatever direction, looking straight forward. Then they turn around and like they're doing something else. And I'm watching them do this right in front of my face. And I can't do nothing about it. And it's so annoying. And it's every minute, so I can't focus on the board. I'm supposed to be focused on what I'm doing on this board, but I can't focus because I got people watching my mouth before I could even work so I could do my job. And that's how distracting that is. Because imagine you turn your head, or let's say if you're thinking like, how you going to attack this? You just give them some thought. These people are like this. And then as soon as you turn your head up, then they're like, and like nothing's happening. And you can't say anything to make this better. There's nothing you can say that's going to make this better. So I got irritated after a little while. And you can't hit nobody. And if you call them out on it, what's the point? All they're going to do is say, I don't know what you're talking about. Or they're going to be like, no, I was just dropping that off right there. And they're going to use some BS story. Just like dude gave me in that car. You're tripping, Corey. Exactly, I'm tripping. But I'm watching you do the same routine. And if I didn't see it two or three times, I couldn't tell you I saw it. And no matter what I say, it doesn't matter. Like my roommate James, for example. The day I was cooking ramens in the kitchen, right? All right, I see him outside. He has a little outside back area. I catch this fool ducking his head like this outside the side of the door, and I see him clear as day. I see him, but guess what? He goes back. He walks, takes a smoke, goes back to what he was doing, and walks off like nothing happened. But I just watched him poke his head out through that window. But if I say anything, who's gonna believe me? Nobody. And if I say anything, he's gonna lie. He's gonna be like, Corey, you're tripping. Da 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 da. And I have nothing. But I document to y'all because this is that's a roommate of mine, folks, that I'm saying. But this is what I'm telling y'all. And this is what I call gaslighting when I say gaslighting. Because they're not going to tell you, of course they're not going to say that. And then, like I said, this is stuff that people do. And they'll gaslight it. Just like if I tell you all day long, David did that all day long at my job. Who's going to care? I can tell you all day long he did it. He'd pull up, and then he'll wait, and he'll go slow, and he'll wait on me. And then as soon as I put that board down, start driving the forklift and get away. And I caught him at least 7 or 8 times. But I can't say anything, because if I say anything, everybody's going to be like, okay, well, Corey, all they're going to do is go, Corey, I don't know what you're talking about. But he knows I caught him. I hit him. It does me no good, right? Because somebody else is going to do the same crap he's going to do. So that's one down. You hit that guy, then another person does it. What does that do for you? Nothing. If I call him out, he's going to lie. There's your scenario. And that's the part that sucks when you're going through a public smear campaign and you do a job. That's the part that sucks because you get harassed and you're confined to a job. And that's why I try to explain to people, when you're confined to a job, you have to do a job. No matter if they treat you like crap or whatever, you've got to do the job. You're confined to it. You want to make your money, you got to go. But the bad part is, if you know you're going to be treated like a dirt, there's no way around that. And everybody's like, oh, just fight. And I see, but you don't understand. And this is what I heard from somebody, I'm not going to mention no names, but I heard somebody saying, Corey's out of his mind. Corey's not telling the truth. And I said, okay, why would I lie about these stuff that I give you in these scenarios? And I always tell people, I was like, if people think I'm out of my mind for the stuff that I tell you about going through a public smear campaign, then you know what? Explain these scenarios to me. How can I know these things? There's no way. There's no way. I can't make up stories of stuff that I see, and I could tell you right there, and I can tell you how. But like I said, once I call them out, they're going to deny it. Of course they are. Who wants to be called out if they're doing wrong things? Just like Duke getting that smoke. If he was still trying to look for that smoke, he would have kept doing it after I said it. But he did not. He stopped. And the reason why he stopped, because he knew he had got caught. Come on. It makes sense. I mean, and if, like I said, if anybody can explain scenarios to me sometimes, when they tell badmouth me and all that other stuff about me being on my mind, explain the scenarios to me so that I can understand them. And then you can tell me whatever you want to tell me, and I'll listen to you. But once you can explain it to me. If you can't explain it to me, there's something I'm telling you has got to be right. And nobody seems to be able to understand. And when I go to other people, they'd be like, oh, you're wrong. And I prove them wrong, and they'd be like, Corey, you're right. And I said, okay, that's right, because you can't explain the scenarios that I give you. And how do I know certain things before they happen? There's no way I could know. I'm not a telepathic. I'm not. What do I have? It's called bullying, folks. And if you know bullying for what it is, you understand what I'm saying. And like I said, you can't fight everybody, and that's what I want to tell people too. You can't fight them. The best way is to ignore them and let them be. But it's so hard when you're confined to a word job. So whoever goes to a public smear campaign, I want to tell you, it's hard to avoid people when you're confined to a job. Everybody says you should just ignore it, but I said it's kind of hard because you don't get no break. And they're doing dirt, and you know it, but you can't say anything that's going to make it better. And if you call them out, then you're looking like a coward in their eyes. You're a coward if you call them out. You tell a boss you're a coward. You fight, it does you no good. And then they're going to be like, you're out of your mind. He's going crazy. And that's the first thing they're going to say. Just like Duke told me in that car, I was tripping. Exactly. And then they'll gaslight me and be like, yeah, well, Corey's tripping, man. Something's up with that dude, man. Exactly. So there's no way you win. There's no way I win. And that's the hard part. I even have a hard time dealing with that myself, y'all. Like I said, pray for me out there because I hate that stuff. I think it's so ridiculous. And I can't tell you anything that's going to help you. I mean, I deal with it and I hate it with passion. I really do, because it sucks because you're such a predicament where you can't really react the way you want to. You can't tell anybody because nobody's not going to believe what you're saying. And like I say, if you do say something to somebody and you tell a boss or somebody like that, then you look a coward. And then they're not going to believe you anyway because they know what's going on. They don't care. They don't care. Because like I said, your name in the public eye is you're known for this stuff. So if you're known for whatever you got accused of to be in the public smear campaign, folks, they will run with it. And since I'm supposed to be known as out of my mind crazy, and I talk to myself, this is what they're supposed to be doing. This is the routine. And this is why they do what they do. And look at my mouth. This is why I get the looks. This is why I'm supposed to get all this dirty stuff that I have happening to me. And I have pictures taken of me too at work. I kept seeing people. I saw a snapshot a couple times. And then people appear up in random places, when they're talking to me. Like somebody will have they'll come around let's say somebody's DVD player. Like a guy had a DVD player. I don't know. I think his name was Reaper. He had a DVD player. He had Gotham on. This guy comes around out of nowhere randomly, and he knows he doesn't like me at all. We've already proved we don't like each other. We've clashed before. And he tells me, "Oh, that's Gotham, man. Yeah." But then I watch him doing like this in my face. But I already knew he didn't come there to talk. Of course he didn't. He came there because he wanted to see if my mouth was going to move. That was the whole point of it. But I could tell you that. But people wouldn't believe it. Because they'll come up with a scenario to get into a conversation. The point is to catch you. Like if I went outside on my break, they're going to go outside because they want to see if you're going to do something. You go inside, they're going to watch you. And that's the whole goal. The goal is to catch you talking to yourself. Even though you're not crazy. And what you're saying is the truth. What you're seeing is true. But nobody doesn't care about that. Even after explaining to Duke, he still tries. So that tells you he does not believe what I'm saying. Not at all. Even I told him the truth. But he doesn't want to believe it because if he's trying to exploit me just like everybody else, what's the difference? And that's the part that's so hard, especially when you see family try and you know deep down you know what you saw. But I can't tell you anything that's gonna, I can't tell anything to anything to him because it's a waste of time. If I told him, he's gonna lie. He's gonna lie right in my face, be like, Corey, no, it ain't happen. I'm like, I know, I watched you, man. But if I say anything, he's gonna bullshit me. And I just know it. I could tell you about Kev too a little bit. Then I got love for him, and I appreciate what he does for me sometimes. He'll give me a drink or something. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll be like, Kev, hey, but I get him. I've done stuff for him too. But when you see the stuff, you're kind of shocked because you're watching it and they're doing it, but you can't say anything. It's a waste of time because as soon as you say something, they're gonna be like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Like Duke, he'll say, I don't know what you're talking about, Corey. You're tripping. But deep down, he knows he was doing it, but he's gonna lie right to my face. And I know it, and I even told you, I gave y'all an example. And this is if I was making up stuff, right? How can I give y'all three or four different? I gave you two or three different examples. I told you they did it in the car a couple of times. I watched them do it, right? The next time in the car, Jesse's, remember I told you, I caught him doing it at the time clock. I mean, what do you want me to say? It's just the truth. Like I said, Duke will do it. He'll do it in a second. I think he has love for me, but he still thinks I'm kind of out of my mind. And that's why I think he does what he does. Does he know the truth? No. I think he's just, everybody says it. So, he wants to find out, just like I told you. He wants to know if it's true. So, if everybody's saying it, he wants to know some truth to it. So, he'll keep watching my face. I can go on Monday. He'll do the same thing. It won't matter because he's around me because this is what he's heard. And I can't change it. I can't make nothing to make this better at all. So it's very sad. So I'm dealing with it the best way I can, folks. Y'all pray for me out there at Greatwide because I'm taking a beating, y'all. I mean, like they harass me. It's hard to even focus on my boards that I'm doing because I can't focus because I got people like this. You stop what you're doing for a saw for a few minutes. There's people over your head, and then as soon as you turn around, or they'll act like they're picking up something, just like the boy Austin act like he was picking up something. He acts like he's picking up something the whole time, but I'm watching him stare me down from side to side, peering over the corner like this, and he's doing this all day long, and I'm watching it, but I can't say anything. What do you want me to say? And it's hard to focus, if everybody's underneath your mouth like this, and if you duck your head or use the saw or whatever you're using, the buzz saw or whatever it is, and it's kind of hard. And then you got, let's see, okay, so you got your boy Austin on the side over here trying to watch you, putting he's supposed to be putting boards back, right? He's putting boards back to fill up your little cubby area, so you have your different kind of boards, and he's trying to fill them up while he's watching you the whole time. Me and him stare down at each other all day long, and I'm staring him down, he's staring me down because he's waiting on me, and I'm waiting on him because it's so annoying. So it's like, it's like, okay, you need to move, and I'm trying to work, but I can't focus if you're coming around a corner or you're ducking behind a corner going. And then, so I turn around, you act like you're picking up something. And then you got the guy on the forklift, and you got David on the forklift over there. He's coming in my area. As soon as I do something, pick up a board, or I do something. And then as soon as I come up, drive the forklift and push off, or he'll hide behind a board. And then Tony does the same thing. And you got Reaper, he's doing the same stuff on the other side of the cubicle in the other corner, and he's just basically waiting. He's jamming his music, and then as soon as I lift my head up, he goes, and then get back to work. And they all do the same routine. And I can go on all day, and this is the routine they do. And it's so annoying, because if you have a group of people versus one person that they just spy on and all day long while you're trying to, work hard. And it's hard to work hard when you got distractions like that skimming in front of your face. So if you say anything, I got the mask on too because it's a lot of dust, from doing the board. And you say anything, you're gonna run with it. So you can't even enjoy yourself because you can't even focus. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to focus on your work, but you can't focus with people like this in your face and all this, and you can't say anything because anything you say, they're gonna lie. They're gonna be like, I don't know what you're talking about. So then there's your word versus their word. You want to fight them? Okay. Now you got two people. Okay, congratulations. Then somebody else is gonna do it, and it won't matter. Like I said, it does not matter. They will try and they'll keep trying. I've been there. I fought a lot of people. Like I said, I fought. Y'all watched my documentary. I fought a lot of people. It does no good. No good to come of it. So I'm giving y'all, the truth of my public experience, what I go through at a job at Greatwide. So I'm hanging in there. I'm just mad right now, a little irritated, but there's nothing I can do about it. They did what they did. They took, like I said, they won the battle this time. I'm not gonna lie. I hung in there as long as I could, but I was just getting irritated. I was like, look, I'll just go home. I got halfway. I got 7 boards this time. I usually got 10 last time, but I just was, after a little while, you just get tired. You get burnt out. And I was tired of fighting after a little while. It's like, man, I'm just trying to do my job and have some fun with it. And I wish I could without them trying to exploit me on the side. And everybody's trying to be your friend, but they're basically trying to exploit you the whole time. You're supposed to be crazy, so they're trying to get anything they can out of you. And as far as Kevin goes, I don't know if Kevin knows the truth or he doesn't. I have no idea. I really can't tell with him. He's got to get mixed emotions. I think some part of him knows that, they're doing what they're doing. And then some part of him's kind of like, dang, I feel bad for my brother, So, but, I know the routine. I know the reputation, so I get what they're doing. But it's so annoying. You know what I'm saying? If they're smothered over you like that and, you're trying to paint and you got like 7 to 8 people running around all day long trying to watch your mouth, I mean, you're going to get irritated after a little while and you can't say anything. What are you going to say? What are you going to say? They, stop doing that, don't do that, or what they're going to do is lie. Of course. They're going to lie their ass off. Come on. So, I mean, even Duke, if they had happened to Duke, he'd be trying to buzz on and you got people like this all in your grill and driving on the forklift, just waiting on you and doing this kind of stuff. I mean, come on, it's kind of hard to focus on what you're supposed to be doing with that kind of stuff happening to you all the time. So that's what I go through, and I can't say anything because anything I say, like I said, it makes me like a coward. And it's not that I can't fight, and it's not that I wouldn't just go in there and whoop their ass and all that stuff. Give them saying getting down to the nitty gritty. But after a little while, like I said, you fight one, there's another one, and then they're gonna pretend like you're out of your mind. Like I said, so you can't, even though you saw what you just saw. You saw it completely. But if I fight, it does me no good. It'll be somebody else. And like I said, somebody else will try and they'll do the same routine. And it won't matter what I say. And it makes it worse because then you make yourself look crazy. And they'd be like, oh, well, he's acting crazy. What's wrong with him, man? Exactly. And that's what happened to me. If you want to know what happened to me in manicure, that's the same thing I did. I got mad and I reacted. It did me no good. All they did was just basically use that fuel against me because I reacted. And that's what they want is a reaction. That's what I keep telling people when I say don't react. As much as I want to react, I do. I want to react. But if I react, it does me no good. I've tried it. I've done the math so many times. It doesn't do any good because they want you to get mad. They want you to react because then you look crazy because they want you to be crazy. Even though you're not, and they know you're not crazy, they don't care. It's the game, it's the fun, the thrill, the excitement, to mess with you as long as they can, to poke at you and pick at you as long as they can until the point where it gets on your nerves, and then you react, and then they want you to snap and get mad, because then when you get mad, then they're like, oh yeah, he's mad, good, So then he'll start talking. And then let's say you started getting mad, you'd be like, well, you get mad because you're mad, right? And they'd be like, dang, I want to whoop some more. You just want to go in there and handle business. Then they take advantage of that. And that's how they get you. And there's your smear campaign. This is how it works. Because they poke at you and poke at you and poke at you. And see, people don't understand that. When people poke at you for so long, and then when you react and you get mad, then people take advantage of you. And that's what they did at Manicure. It's the truth. And that's exactly what happened. I got mad. I went to help. I tried to go help. I did everything you could do. It did not help me. The only thing I got from that was a headache because they actually spread it all the way around the public, which I can't do nothing about. So my name is just like Fubard. So my reputation's down. That's why I get treated like this, because of my reputation, because of those girls. And if people want to know who the girl that did know, if y'all want to know, look her up. What was her name? I had her name in my head, but she knew. She knew exactly what happened. I think in one of my documentaries, y'all read one of my documentaries, since everybody wants to exploit me sometimes, I wonder, even with Duke and everybody trying, I see everybody try. Mr. Calhoun, I see him try too, and I got love for him, but I see him try too, and I was sad when I saw it. I saw Kevin try, I saw Duke try, I saw them all, and I put this on everything, and it's not me making up stories, it's the truth. But, I wish they'd go to Manicure and look up some of these girls at this job. You know what I'm saying? When this stuff happened. I mean, even Queen did her homework and actually called him up and found out that I was not making up a story. So why can't y'all look up the people that actually are responsible? Since y'all want to, exploit me all day long, why don't you look at some of those people? I don't understand that. So, like I said, there's a girl in there, and she knew what they were doing. She even talked to me about it that night. So I'm not making up a story. Like I said, if you just do the homework, man, y'all just realize more than you know. And like I said, you're just playing into their game. They want me to be isolated. They want people to hate me. The more people hate me, the more my story won't get out. That's the way it works. Because people are going to think about it. Nobody's going to want to listen to what you have to say because in their eyes, if you're known as this bad person, this bad reputation, nobody's not going to want to listen to you because you're supposed to be out of your mind. They want you to be crazy because the crazier you are, nobody's going to believe what your words you're saying. And that's why they do what they do. But I think I've rambled on this long. I'm going to give y'all some art because my day was rough. I ate bad today. Well, I had cookies. I had every goddamn thing I think was bad today. Just a rough day today. Even my check was low. I was kind of sad about that too. So I just took L's today. It was a beat down. So, but I'm glad I'm documenting y'all. Out there, people show my support. I appreciate y'all, and y'all pray for me out there. Really pray for me. Like I said, I'm taking a beating out there. It's hard to explain this to people because people think, oh, you're out of your mind, but they're not seeing, the way people treat you. If you see the way they treat you, you'd understand, and then you can feel what I'm saying. But until you see people treat you like that, you don't understand that. You're not going to comprehend that until you see people giving you this dirty look, or they run faster than they post to their car, or they, or they act like they're doing their hair, or people act like they're just doing anything to stay away from you, and you can't even say nothing to them at all. You can't even make conversation because they're trying to get away from you as possible because of your reputation, and you can't do anything to say anything that's going to make it better. Nothing you do, there's nothing you can say because to their eyes, it's the public versus you. So, and that's why I try to explain to people as though people don't understand. Everybody's like, okay, I can see a good-looking girl outside, like I said, for example, and I could probably go, oh man, I'd like to see what's up with her. Just a random girl. Let's say I just want to talk to her. I don't even want to do anything. If I want to talk to that girl, I'll give her about a few mics when I get out there. She's gonna act like she's looking down. She's gonna stare a couple of times at me. Usually people think, oh yeah, she's into you. No. That's not why she's staring at you. She's staring at you because you're supposed to be out of your mind. So she's gonna stare at you because she wants to see if your mouth's gonna move because that's what the public says about you. And it goes by your image. Your reputation is everything. It's the way you represent it. So if people have presented a bad reputation of you, no matter what you do, it ain't gonna make no difference in the public eye. And if other people are doing the same thing, they're gonna follow it. And there you go. So I couldn't even make conversation with her because she'd be trying to count down the minutes until I got away from her so that she could run, and then that's it. I've seen it 1,000 times. I swear to God, put on everything. I've watched it thousands of times. So it's endless. And it's not that I've done nothing to her. I don't even know the girl, from a can of paint. But because of my reputation in the public, it's so bad that I wouldn't even get the time of day just to talk and just have a normal conversation so you can get to know me. Can't even do it. So this is what I go through. But anyway, I'm going to get off this. I'm going to go into some art. Hope y'all like this stuff. I'm about to get into it. I know y'all appreciate my art. Excuse me. I try to give it to y'all always. I'm going to keep documenting. I first was going to stop. I was going to go back to that. I want to say one more thing before I show you art. I was going to stop documenting. I got close to stop documenting after talking to the queen. I got close to not doing it no more. I put my stuff on private because I was like, let me slow this down a little bit, Maybe I'm coming at it kind of wrong, because of the way I'm seeing things. But after today, I was like, nah, I'm right on the dot. They just confirmed what I was already saying anyway. I just wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, and I realized, this is my opinions, folks. I'm putting out there, but I'm telling you stuff that's actually going down. I'm giving you facts, and I'm sad what I see. I'm disappointed, but it is what it is. So let me get into the art thing. We're gonna change it up. Change it up a little bit. All right. I will say I drew this picture. I was trying to come up with my new concept for my book. And I'm going to show y'all later on some art I do. Yeah, I hope you like the concept. I didn't know where I was going with that, but it's something to add to my book. I came up with two new characters. Um, I hope y'all feel it. That was one of the two characters I came up with. Excuse me, it's late o'clock. It's almost about on it. I think it's almost about 1 or 2 o'clock, maybe one, almost 2 o'clock. So this is my Venom right here. I wanted to show y'all. I did Eddie Brock as Venom. The symbiote's coming on him. It's We Are Venom. Y'all can find this picture on Instagram too. So if y'all like it or anything, I thought it was a neat one when I did it. It looks probably different in the camera, because of the way it looks, but. Shout out to the new Venom movie coming out. I think it's gonna be tight. That's why I drew that. So that's a little bit of my art. I got some books I'm working on. I'm still trying to get them out there. I'll show you what's up later on when I get more of it done. I'm working on it. I'm pushing it day by day, trying to get it set up for y'all. So then I have a full book, and I'm gonna try to get out there one day and and make some copies and see if I can get the public. Even though it's gonna be weird trying to get the public, which I'm smeared on, which my name is just Foobard, but try to get the public to actually get some copies of my book and see if I can get it out there. And if I can, God bless me. I mean, God is really good right now if I can do that. But I'm working on it. I got a good script going. I just got to finish it up, and I just don't know where I'm going with it. So I'm playing it by ear. So y'all pray for me out there. I'm still hanging in there. So wish I had some more stuff to say. I'm trying to think of anything else I had to put out there for y'all. If you're going through public smear campaign, just pray and keep going. Like I said, some days get better. I'm not gonna lie. There's some days where it's not that bad. It does clear up after a little while. They get tired of fooling with me, but like I said, for the most part, I think I hate it's the confinement to a job. That's the part I can't stand. I hate it with passion, because you don't get no break, and then people try you so hard, and you can't fight nobody. Like I just told y'all the scenario. You tell somebody, then you look a coward. You know what I'm saying? It just puts you in a bad predicament, and you can't say anything that's gonna make it better, and you can't do anything. So I kind of wish I would have, had some other way. I just wish one day I want to have a job where I do what I do, and I stay to myself and get my job done and get the heck out of there. You know what I'm saying? And I could probably make a couple of friends, not a lot. I only need one or two. You know what I'm saying? Just decent people. People not trying to exploit me or trying to take advantage of me all the time. That's what I get tired of. That's the part that's a headache. And people come up with, different scenarios to play off, what their intentions are. And I just get tired of it all day long. I was like, man, I'd be trying to figure out, some days it's kind of sad now. Now I wonder what's real sometimes, when it comes to people. Because I feel like I just want to see how they're going to play it off. It's amazing. It's like I don't know, it's like a science project or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the heck? Because you already know how this is going to play out. And they're not your friends. They don't care about you. They're stalling time, for something. And they're always playing these gimmicks on you. But you can't say anything because there's no point. It's a waste of time. And I can tell you all day long, and I can tell you when and how and everything else. But it doesn't matter. So y'all people out there is getting bullied in a public smear campaign, hang in there. I'm praying. I'm still fighting. I'm not going to lie. And I have bad days. And today's is one of them days where I feel like they won the battle today. I was not winning it. I think the picture taking really threw me off because I was trying to think of what I did to take pictures. And I just don't want it. No. To me, in my eyes, I shouldn't feel this way, to be honest. You shouldn't prove anything to anybody. But the way that the public is my judge and jury, it's kind of hard to take it lightly. When they start taking pictures, it worries me because now you're like, okay, where's this pictures going? You see what I'm saying? And I can't say that. I can't say anything. It's their phone, and I can say, it's here. Let me see your phone. What did you do? Come on. So like I said, it just sucks because now my name's being more exploited than what it needs to be, and I don't need no more of it. I deal with it on a 24/7 basis. I don't need no more exploitation of myself. All I want to do is be able to do what I need to do and get out. So, y'all pray for me out there. I'm just rambling now. Sorry, it's about 1 o'clock. So I mean almost 2. So if you're out, people out there watching, pray for me out there. I'm still getting bullied at Greatwide. Still the same form of it, It's just, the stalking, the staring, the mobbing all together, group effort. It's bullying, straightforward, straight up bullying. It's just stalking and staring. That's the bullying form of it. It's nothing serious. It is serious. Don't get me wrong. It is serious. Let me take that back. It is serious, but it's no, no physical, but it's more of a mental thing. And that's what you go through when you go through a public. After you're public, your name's been smeared. When you go to a job, that's what you go through. And it's the part that sucks because you don't get no breaks. And you can't say anything. So when the boss tries to, I watch the boss do the same stuff too. It does not even matter. They'll all try. It's just who can, who's going to try to get at you. But they'll act buddy in your face. It's like, yeah, you're done, buddy. But personally, they're there to exploit you. So this is C Documentaries. I'm just rambling on. I hope y'all like my art. I gave you 2 pictures. Like I said, I'm going to try to give y'all some stuff later on. Y'all pray for me out there. I'm still fighting a good fight. I want you to keep fighting. Like I said, I get mad like everybody else, So hang in there. Don't suicide. The C Documentary signing out. Holla at your boy.